Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and in today's video we're going to talk about life and why life is so important for each and every one of us to live. Because without having a very good life, well, there's something that is fundamentally wrong with that, because we only have one. If we're not able to live our best life, then how is our life going to be any better than it is now? I mean, you look at yourself and you look at others, and everyone is living a similar but kind of different life and existence. And we're only on this earth once, at least for sure once. So wouldn't it be the most logical and the most plausible that we would live our best life? If we don't, then it's almost like, well, are we wasting our life, or are we doing something wrong fundamentally as human beings? How come some people have it figured out, right? So this video is not going to be one of those instructional videos where I tell you how to live your life, because honestly that's absolutely impossible. What I can do in this video is literally talk about, well, I don't know, actually. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. But in my life, I've gone through ups and downs, and I think that's one thing that we all have in common. Even if we have different lives, different lifestyles, one thing that we really all have in common is we all started off at birth. We all grew up into the people that we are today. And we all have, well, some people have similar interests with other people, and other people have similar interests with other people. And one thing that's really fascinating is that we're all able to conglomerate in these communities of people that like the same things. And I think that's one of the things that make life worthwhile. So I guess this video just became the 5 things that make life worthwhile. So the first thing is, well, community, right? You have, well, if you go to church, if you go to school, if you go to work, all these things are places, or other communities like events, groups. All these places are awesome because of other people. And since we tend to like people that are similar to us, that have the same interest in us, well, being in these communities allows us to connect over these things. And this may seem obvious to you, but a lot of people, they're in situations where they feel kind of hopeless or depressed, or they just feel like they're alone, and they just wonder why. Why do I feel so alone and depressed and anxious and all these negative feelings? Well, sometimes it's because they forget that there are alternatives to their lifestyle. So like I said before, we're all living different lifestyles, but it doesn't mean that you can't find your community, right? If you like video games, if you play video games all day, there's these video games communities, and you already know, but if you don't take them for granted, if you're able to see that, well, these people are actually there for you, and you don't have to compare yourself to social norms and like, oh, if I don't go to a bar or to a club, then I'm a loser. But I chat with all these awesome people online, and I have these forums, these communities, and I play video games with all these people all day. Well, that's awesome for you. Like, personally in my life, I do not enjoy going to clubs. I hate clubs, actually. And bars I like from time to time with good people, but it's not my main priority. And I value conversations online as much as I do in real life, because most of the time in real life, the conversations are fake anyway. So that's one of the things that I'm really grateful for in my life, is having community, having people that are like-minded, that have the same thoughts as me, and that really connect with me on a personal level. So the second thing that makes life worthwhile is, well, just activities, right? Activities, I remember when I was young, I would look up, I would think of activities that we need to do, or sometimes my mom or my dad would, well, bring up activities that we could do, and I'd always be like, I kind of want to do them, but like maybe I just want to like sit back and just relax. But maybe I would go, and I got to a point in my life where I just would go to all the activities at some point, because I was like, you know what? I always have fun when I go to these, and that's one thing that I realized, is that the more things that you actually do, well, it actually creates something inside you which is very similar to happiness, but it's almost like fulfillment. It's like you're actually doing something with your life, which is super awesome. So that's the second thing. Do activities. Do things that you actually like doing with people that you actually like doing them with. And one thing that's good with communities is that usually the communities are centered around an activity that you guys do. So that's just like a double tango of awesomeness. The third thing that I would suggest, well, I'm not suggesting anything. The third thing that I believe makes life worthwhile is good friends. Friends that are, well, not toxic and real. So what I mean by real is that they actually match who you actually are looking for in life. So this is a very difficult concept, and for those who are younger who are watching this, maybe you guys are like, what the heck? Like, my friends are my friends, right? Well, as long as you feel awesome with them and you feel comfortable and you can like really just be yourself with them, then that's what I consider a real friend. So real friends make life absolutely incredible. And you don't need many. The more you have, maybe some people need more friends, right? Other people don't need more friends, right? But at the end of the day, having more fake friends is for completely different reasons, right? It might be for business reasons or for whatever. But I'm just keeping it real. If you want real friends, you're going to have an amazing time on this earth. So number 4 of the things that make life worthwhile. I was just checking that I was at number 4 because in my other video, messed up all the numbers. But number 4, right? Around number 4. Okay, so number 4 thing that makes life worthwhile is a purpose. Right? If you're able to find something that you can kind of look forward to and bring yourself to get to a goal or a place, and even if it's just like getting to the next grade, even if it's just like getting that promotion at the job, or maybe it's just, like whatever, right? Finding your own purpose is different for everyone, and maybe you've already found a purpose, maybe you're still looking for it, but at the end of the day, it usually revolves around making yourself happy and making the people you care about happy as well. So that's number 4, and it's a very simple, very complicated to find your purpose sometimes, but once you have it, it becomes very simple to, well, just be grateful for life, and that life is actually worthwhile. So the 5th thing that makes life worthwhile, that I believe makes life worthwhile, is, well, basically health, right? If you're healthy, you feel good about yourself, and if you feel good about yourself, then you can actually become the best version of yourself. So these things are like, well, for me personally, what I do for health is I try to eat foods that I like, but that are healthy. Okay? I don't eat super healthy all the time, but I actually like enjoy good food, right? I don't eat fast food that much. But that's just me, right? I don't know if you can. I think you can eat fast food from time to time. I just don't enjoy it as much. But that's one of the things I do. The other things I do is I go to the gym 5 times a week, and I try to lift super heavy to get like muscles and like definition and all that. And that just makes me happy psychologically, because after I go to the gym, it's good for my health, right? My heart pumping and all that. But like mentally, I feel good about my body. I feel good about myself. And if you're not actually in a routine of going to the gym, and it's kind of scary, just know that at first it was really scary for me, because going to the gym was like, it was tough, right? Because you're weak and you're like, how can I actually lift these weights? And you don't see progress for a really long time. But after you start getting actual momentum, then you're able to actually like feel good about like, it's almost like a habit. It's automatic. So another thing for health is all the other things that I mentioned before, right? Talk to people, go to community things, and just focus on like who you want to become, right? And in a sense, that is your purpose. It's who do you want to become and how you can get to it. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, if you can make yourself happy, then that will make me happy. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. And also, you can share this as well with a friend who, you know the friend who needs to see this, and honestly, it's one of the best things in the world. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.